The United States has the largest wealth inequality gap in the world. The top 1% own 40% of the wealth in this country. When I started this channel years ago, my ultimate goal was to help position people for success when it comes to finances and personal development. But as we continue positioning ourselves for success, we must identify habits or negative things that are impacting our potential growth. So I've identified 3 habits that are keeping people poor. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Hey, what's up, family? I hope you guys are having a phenomenal start to your day. Now, before we get started with the presentation, 3 habits that keep people poor, I want to give you a word out of one of my books in my library, a really good book, How to Think Like a Millionaire by Mark Fisher. Very short, simple, easy read, and I think everyone should have this book in their library. And here's the word. What are your beliefs about success? Don't be afraid to analyze your thoughts more closely. You may be surprised at the barriers you have put between yourself and success once you think about it. When you realize that you can change even your most deeply held beliefs, you can come to see that not only is it possible for you to become successful as you would like to be in all areas of your life, but also that it's easy, much easier than you ever dreamed possible. Family, success all starts in the mind. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. All right. Now, family, let's dig into the presentation. 3 habits that are keeping people poor. Now, the first habit that keeps people poor is social media. Now, social media can impact people in various ways, but the 3 I'm going to focus on is addiction, emotions, and non-value added. If you wake up in the morning time and the first thing you do is reach for your phone and you open up Facebook or Instagram or TikTok and you spend the first 30 minutes of your day scrolling down the app, you may be addicted to social media. If every chance you get, every free chance you get, lunchtime, you're stopping at a red light, you're opening up a form of social media and you're just scrolling, you may be addicted to social media. Before you go to bed at night, is social media the primary source of entertainment for you? Now, if so, you could be addicted. But what happens when you're watching and you're scrolling through social media all day? It's playing with your emotions, because you're going to see how many people was killed on this side of town, how many people was wrongfully murdered on that side of town. You're going to see who's having a baby, who's taking this vacation, who's going to this country. And so what ends up happening throughout the course of a day, you're going to be mad, you're going to be sad, you're going to smile, you're going to feel pain, you're going to feel joy, you're going to feel excitement, you're going to feel a happiness, you're going to feel jealousy, you're going to feel envy. And so each day you're going through a whole gambit of emotions. And these emotions that you go through, they add no value to your life. So each day you spend hours, sometimes a half a day, watching and listening to non-value added information, right? And so what you are doing here is wasting your time. See, your time is your most valuable asset. And the last thing you want to do is to continue wasting your time with non-value added information. Now, instead of spending your days watching non-value information, you could pick up a book like the one I mentioned at the beginning of the video, How to Think Like a Millionaire, and you can help position yourself for better lifelong or better sustainable financial success. All right. Social media, big time waster. It becomes addictive. It plays with your emotions, and it's a bunch of non-value added information. Number 2 is your friendships, right? So friendships can keep you poor. And number one, you are the sum total of your top 5 friends. Now, if you are hanging around successful friends and you are the person that's lacking proper financial guidance, then you should be asking these guys questions. You should be looking for guidance and asking your friends to help mentally put you in a position where you can succeed also. Now, if all of your friends are just sitting around every day smoking weed, they're living with their moms, they're living or smooching off of some woman, those aren't the type of friends that you want to surround yourself with. You have a friend that's in and out of jail. He always seems to be in trouble and he always seems to be blaming someone else for all the adversities that he's dealing with. That's not the type of friend that you want to deal with. You want to surround yourself with good people. And you can see the picture there. I have a group of guys, man, I've been, lifelong friends with, and we inspire one another. We motivate one another. We help one another out in our times of need. Okay. And again, man, when you are successful, it is your responsibility to inspire and motivate those around you. Now, some people may not be interested in the things that you have to say, but if they are struggling, give them some guidance. They're having a hard time, give them some wisdom. All right. Peer pressure. Again, when it comes back to your friends, now if you have a friend that's making, $80, $90, $100,000 more than you, and he goes out and buy a new car, and you feel like, you're looking at what you have in your driveway and it doesn't compare with what your friend has. And then all of a sudden you go and buy a new car based on his idea of buying a new car. Well, you're suffering from peer pressure. If you feel like you need to go buy certain clothes because your friends are wearing certain clothes, you are suffering from peer pressure. If you feel like you need to, go to a certain restaurant or bar and spend an excess amount of money to help match what your friends are doing, you are suffering from peer pressure. Peer pressure is a crutch. Dealing with peer pressure and the inability to deal with peer pressure will keep you poor, right? They call it keeping up with the Joneses. Hey, what someone else is doing with their money, with their time, with their talents shouldn't have any negative impact to you. All right. Now, if a guy goes out there and he wants to buy a new car and you're looking at your car and it's an old car, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel sad about it. Don't give up. Don't give into the peer pressure. All right. One more, personal loans. If you got some friends and you seem to be the successful guy, and you're always loaning people money, and half the time you're not gonna get those loans repaid, then ultimately you find yourself just giving away your money. And a man once said this: if you give away all your money, you will never have any for yourself. Right? And a lot of times when it comes to our friends, we don't like to say no to some of our friends and even some of our family members. And so if you have a problem saying no, you need to work on that, because you cannot allow people to take all of your money away from you. Okay. And if you're the type of person that you're always borrowing money from your friends, you need to pay back that money. Or better yet, you should stop asking your friends for money and go get a second job, go start a little business on the side. You can do something to generate some income for yourself instead of damaging and ruining your friendships by always asking for money and not paying money back. That's horrible. All right. Your top friends, peer pressure, and personal loans. Now, something else that is keeping people poor are goals. There are a tremendous amount of people out here with zero goals, right? They have a lack of commitment and they don't have any SMART goals. So we're going to go through this. You have individuals out there that just wake up and they just take it day by day. Oh, I'm just living for today. They're not thinking about where they want to be financially 5 years from now. They're not thinking about where they want to be 10 years from now. They're just thinking about today and getting through today. And with these type of people, you have a lack of commitment. I talk about stocks and investing all the time, and people always reach out to me and they always say, man, I'm going to contact you when I get my money right. I want to start investing, but I don't have the money, so I'll hit you back later. Or can you put me on? All right. People are always asking to be put on. But here's the thing. I give people videos to watch. I give people information to read. And they may read it for one day. They may read it for 2 days. Then eventually it tails off. And then I don't hear from those individuals anymore. And that is because people are not committed to bettering themselves. See, habits are hard to break. Establishing new habits are hard to do. But when you are able to set smart goals, you are able to position yourself better, whether it's your finances, whether it's personal development, whether it's paying off a credit card, anything that you want to achieve. If you can set some smart goals, smart meaning specific, measurable, attainable, reachable, and timely. For example, individuals out here the average person has less than $500 in a savings account. The average person. Now, how is that even possible in America? But again, people don't think about it. People aren't committed to it. And so what a person can do is set a smart goal to save $500, right? And when we establish the smart goal, is that specific enough? Yes, I want to save $500 in a savings account. Okay. Now, how can we measure this? Well, I'm going to open up a bank account across town, and I'm going to automatically have $10 a week transferred from my bank account into this other bank account across town, right? So now we are measuring this because this is an automatic payment going all the way on the other side of town. Is this attainable? Absolutely, because we know if we can save or automatically transfer $10 a week for 50 weeks in a row, that'll be $500. Now, is this goal reachable? Absolutely. As long as you keep waking up every single day, this is a goal that you can reach. Timely, absolutely. And so again, if I save $10 a week, and I can do that over a period of 50 weeks, I can save $500. And less than half of the people will commit to doing this, which is ridiculous, right? So you have majority of the people in this country don't even have $500 to $1,000 saved. And you can set a smart goal. I just gave you an example of a smart goal, and you can accomplish anything. And I had an individual, I gave a problem solving presentation to a group of members. It was actually at a church, and we talked about getting rid of credit card debt. And so I used smart goals on how they could reduce their credit card debt. And so again, smart goals are an excellent way to help change your way of thinking and help position you for success in any area of your life. So there you have it. Social media, friendships, and goals. They can keep you poor, but they can also make you rich. All right. Now, hope this video added some value to you. Now, if it did, hit the like, subscribe button. Hey, and keep coming back for more wealth building information. Peace.